What's up, guys? Another episode of Pixel Effect here. Sorry for the delay and not having anything frequent in the last few days, Mostly been trying to study for my class and stuff, hoping I get through it. And, just a lot of stuff going on with that. But, and some work drama. But anyway, tonight I kind of want to chat about the PS5 and Xbox Scarlet. As you know, they will be coming out next year, 2020, and they should be coming out around November if I had to guess a date, because honestly, from a marketing perspective, you would not release it in December. It's set for holiday 2020. More than likely, they're going to release it around, I want to say November. It's going to be double-digit dates. I want to say from the 10th to maybe the 18th, because what they want to release it, but they want to release it with enough time for people to buy it for Christmas. It may even be after Black Friday. Not sure about that one. Had to factor that into it. It could be before Black Friday, and it just has some deals on last gen stuff. But I guarantee it's more than likely going to be in November. I know some people are talking about the price point, and honestly, there's a lot of impressive tech going into these two consoles. PC is still the beast of all gaming peripherals you could want, because you can put whatever you want into it. But these consoles, I've seen some people saying, they won't pay over $300 and stuff like that. If you're not going to do that, then you're not going to get one. Because I guarantee these are not going to be cheap. They're not going to be $400, more than likely. These are going to be priced around $500 to $600, just because of the tech going into it. And I know some don't like that, but that's just how it is with these next gen consoles. They've gotten so powerful that you just have to keep raising the price a little bit. And now they could bite a bullet and release it for $400, but I guarantee you they're not going to do that, because that would be a huge bullet. So just go ahead and be saving up for about $500 if you want an Xbox Scarlet or PS5, but that's what it's going to be about. Games, I don't really see those prices changing. As long as there are, I don't want to get into that whole discussion. Microtransactions, games will stay around $60. I do eventually see them jumping up some, because making games isn't cheap. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into that topic. That's a deep hole to jump into. But both will be backwards compatible. Xbox Scarlet will be backwards compatible with Xbox 360, and Xbox One, which is impressive. PS5 was originally stated to be only PS4 and PSVR, which I don't count as its own system/game peripheral. I count it as a PS4 attachment. It's basically a PS4 attachment. You need it to play the games on the system. They try to count it like it's its own separate thing. No, it's pretty much included in there. I did see a rumor today on Twitter. I want to quote who it was from. I want to say Game Rant, but I can't remember exactly because I didn't save it while I was at work. I was just browsing, and I saw the headline that it's rumored that it will play PS1 through PS4. I highly doubt that, and that's for several reasons. One, PlayStation Now. They still have that service which is catered around basically allowing you to play older games, but you stream them. They could release a console that allows you to play older games, but that would destroy PlayStation Now, basically. Sure, there could be that segment that just wants to stream games and not care about backwards compatibility, but I guarantee you it's probably not going to happen with all of those. Because if you remember, the PS4 didn't have backwards compatibility with the 3 because they said the 3 was too hard to... The games are like the way they were structured was too hard to format for PS4, because the PS3 used a special type of cell processor for their games that made them really hard to develop for. And they said, well, we can't bring it on PS4 because whatever we use for PS3 it was just too difficult, and trying to fix that to play on PS4 would be too hard. So I don't think we'll see that. Now, if this rumor is true, what it could mean is that it means digital games for PS1 through PS5. So that could be a thing if it's true, But then again, some people said, what about games I've already bought? I know you have a lot of games, but more than likely, they're going to make you buy them again. When it comes to PlayStation, PS4, yes, I can see them letting you play your old PS4 games. They're not gonna make you buy those again. But anything past that, more than likely, they're gonna make you pay for it. I just can't see them allowing old PS1 games to play this late in its life cycle. They could. It's gonna raise the price even more. But then again, if they do it, I guarantee they keep the price down. It'll be digital. You'll have to buy them again. The games, nothing really street dated for what's going to come on them yet. Final Fantasy Part 2 will more than likely be a PS5 exclusive. It may dipper into PS4, but the second half of Final Fantasy 7, which yes, it's a 2-part, well actually, it's quoted as they don't know how many parts there will be. I guarantee you there's some gamers out there that still think Final Fantasy 7 Remake is a full game. It's not. It's literally the first few hours of the old PS1 game. God knows how many games we're going to put out. I'm looking at you, Final Fantasy 13. There'll probably be about 3 to 4 games of 7, honestly. But that's the only game I can think of for PS5. Xbox Scarlet has Halo Infinite, and that's the only game set so far for that system. I guarantee it'll look impressive. Hopefully, with this next gen, we get some new franchises, because the thing I liked in the past with Sony and them, even though it's the same company, they tried new things. PlayStation 1 had Crash, PlayStation 2 had Jak and Dexter. It was Naughty Dog, but they had different games to come out each system. Nowadays they stick with one franchise and they keep putting out more games, like The Last of Us. As some of you know, I don't really care for that franchise. I find it boring. But The Last of Us ended perfectly, but they want to continue the story. It literally ended the story for Joel and Ellie. It ended, but they want to keep the story going because I guess that's just popular or something. A game I'd like to see come back that was really good was Sleeping Dogs. See, that game ended on the story too. It ended, but it had enough that you can continue because one of the big three took over the triad at the end, and they're still spying on you at the end, and they pretty much just say leave you alone because you helped them out. But do you go back to the cops? Do you stay with them? That was an interesting element I wanted to see play out, to see what you chose. But they tried to make it MMO. It was horrible. And yeah, it destroyed the Sleeping Dog franchise. Load times for these new systems are going to be impressive. There was a demo for Spider-Man where it loaded, I believe, for PS5, it loaded at about 0.8 seconds compared to 8 seconds on PS4, which is impressive. It'll be neat to play games like, say, Monster Hunter, and when you go back to base or go to your house or whatever, instead of sitting at the loading screen for, 9 seconds, if it was just almost instant, like less than a second, that'd be impressive. That said, though, with these faster load times, will my system sound like a rocket? Because right now the PS4 Pro sounds like a freaking jet engine when I play Monster Hunter World. And it's annoying. It's not really that bad, but you hear it in the background. It's just that loud roar because it's making the system so warm. And mine is in a nice place. It's ventilated. It's nothing around it. But still, when I play Monster Hunter or something like heavy like that game, it causes my system just to rev up. The Xbox One X, not so much. It stays pretty quiet. But I mean, they both can kind of make some noise when it gets heavy. So I'm hoping these new systems don't get too loud. And not getting too loud means not getting too hot. Hopefully they produce these things so they have room to vent out the hot air, because in the past, PS4 and Xbox One, they've had issues with heat, Hopefully they can figure out how to keep these systems cool. With the PS on Sony's side, I'm also hoping, that they cut back on censorship some. Now I've seen some cases where they're slightly kind of easing up some. I know you got Jet Girls coming out for PS4, and that kind of shows me they're maybe lightening up some, but I just can't tell. With Sony, their recent censorship and not wanting to, offend people with sexy characters is silly. Hopefully they kind of back away from that stance. It was that finger quote, not official, but basically, hey, we don't want this in your game. Hopefully PS5 they kind of back like they were in the past, because it makes no sense that Shinran Kagura launches on the Switch and not PS4. That's just pitiful, you know. So I'm hoping they work that out. I'm also hoping that the systems keep region locked off the system. Like, I don't want region lock. Like, I really hope that they keep it like it is with PS4. Sony's had a good track record of that, of not region locking their system. I really hope it stays that way. Switch is the same way. It's no region lock on that thing. So I really like when companies do that, because you should be able to play a game from any region no matter what. And so I like it when companies don't try to bar that from us. Another thing, I also think from the get-go that both systems will have crossplay. Sony has finally untightened their butthole, and I don't know why I went with that, but they finally untightened themselves and are allowing crossplay with any game pretty much, and that's exciting. And I'm hoping with PS5 and the Scarlet, which I guarantee more than likely is going to happen with third-party games, it's going to be crossplay from the start. It's just going to be crossplay with any game that's third-party. Borderlands, Monster Hunter, a fighting game like Street Fighter, Blaze Blue, it's just going to be straight crossplay with any system just from the start, and that would be awesome if they do that. But I really do see crossplay being a big thing. The only thing, like of course, exclusives. Halo will probably stay on Xbox. Last of Us, Uncharted, PlayStation exclusive. You know, of course you have your exclusives. That's what sells your systems. And I know Sony will probably be set for that, and hope Xbox can bring out some more games like Halo and Mech Assault. Bring back Chrome Hounds. My God, I missed that. That'd be pretty sweet, you know. But I see crossplay just being there from the start. The tech, I want to mention that as the last thing. The tech, I want to see improved VR stuff. Because I love like games like Resident Evil 7. That was fun to play in VR. And it was a full AAA game that you could play in VR. Like, it was a full game. I want more games like that. Like, not just little indie games or short $20, $30 games. I want a full-fledged $60 game that you can play in VR. That's not cheap now. Not like some little cheap gimmicky, here's a little puzzle platformer. No, I want a full-fledged God of War, Mech Assault, Halo in VR. That would be so sweet. You know, give me a Sword Art Online game where you can feel vibrations when somebody hits you in the game. You can have your own bed or something. Make it like a full-fledged MMO game on the system. And of course, both systems will have cloud saves, because I know that's a big thing for people now. And it's helpful, so you can transfer your data back and forth to your system and move it around in case you get a new one. So that'll be there. And of course, they'll probably keep their streaming service. I don't see Sony get rid of Now. Like I said, I'm actually watching a TV commercial right now for PlayStation Now. It's pretty funny. And I don't see Xbox getting rid of its streaming service. The name escapes me at this moment. I actually have it. Game Pass. I don't see them getting rid of it either. I see both sticking around. Those are money makers. They're probably going to keep them. But both these systems, it's exciting. If I had to pick one to get first, it's honestly gonna come down to the game, because I have no allegiance to any system. Like, I started out with the Sega Genesis. I went Sega Genesis, PlayStation, GameCube and Xbox. I kind of jumped back and forth. I kind of got both at the same time, but I think I had GameCube first, and then went Xbox on the last leg of its life. Then I went to 360 because they hooked me with their games. Then I jumped to PS3 because my friends like, hey, they have free online play. Jumped to PS4, then jumped to Xbox One X, and then PS4 Pro. And of course, in between all those game systems, I've bought all the systems. I have every system. And then of course, Nintendo Switch after all of those. It's in there too. But you know, I have no allegiance. It depends on what games they're going to bring out for these systems. And like I said, Last of Us and Halo are not sellers anymore for me. Halo 3, that was something I'd buy a system for. Halo Infinite, not so much. Just show me more games. show me that you have full support for more games in your system, and I'll get it. From the start, I may tilt my head more towards PlayStation for the games, but for system reliability, my head tilts more kind of towards Xbox. So next E3 is going to be the be all. I guarantee you it's going to be a bombshell of next gen games. Sony and Nintendo probably won't be at the show again. It'll probably be Microsoft, but I guarantee they'll release stuff at the same time as E3 to show off. It's going to be wild next year, but I look forward to it. So are any of you guys going to get any next gen systems? Are you looking forward to the next gen system? Do you think it's a little too soon? What are your thoughts on that? You know, as usual, I love when you guys talk in the comments. Just let me know. We're literally nearly at 5,000. I'm probably going to have to buy those games pretty soon that I said I was going to get for the giveaway. I've just been basically waiting for the number to get close enough to just say, okay, it's going to get there. I'm going to go buy them. So more than likely in the next few days or something, I'll hit 5,000 and I'll have those codes. I'm still trying to decide what games. You guys said Shantae, I can do that. I just gotta find a way to get the codes for everybody. Like I said, if you guys think Shantae's a good game, I'll do it. And I'm still playing around with other stuff to see what's out there. But yeah, so we're working on that. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to you and have a good night or daytime. Or if you watch this all the way through, thank you. And, you know, just be awesome. You guys rock. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't. I hope to improve myself even more. You know, like I said, I really want to focus more on my YouTube stuff. I just gotta get through grad school. If I can get through it, guys, seriously, I can do so much more. And so I'm trying to focus more on it. You know, I've been trying not to play as many games in the afternoon to study. So I'm hoping I can do good in this class. If I can, expect a ton more stuff. But until then, guys, I'll see you later. Have a good night or daytime or whenever.